music. See, make sure it worked. Alright, cool. Alright, welcome back. This is Qarea Talk. I'm doing another talking about things. Today I'm talking about The Longest Journey, which is a point-and-click adventure game from 1999. Excuse me. It does do one of the better genres that I don't think we see a lot in video games. I would love to see some good stories about. Where, you have you're living in, your character starts out in, like, basically modern day, maybe a little bit in the future, and you go to a fantasy world and you're jumping back between. Because that's just a genre that I can't think of many games or any games off the top of my head that they use. Now, it is a point-and-click adventure puzzle game, which kind of fell out of style a little bit before this even came out, which is a shame. Because, especially with all the new gaming looking into, oh, well, it's a story, the story's driven, it's story-driven. Point-and-clicks are much more story-driven than, like, shooters, which is more action-driven. So it's one of those I wish we'd see some more of them, but it's just not in the market as much as it used to be. I mean, even the sequel, Dreamfall, is a much more action puzzle game than a point-and-click puzzle game. I don't know why this sound when I said do I turn off sound, but it is what it is. And for the time, it's not that bad looking for 1999. Has a really good story with some twists and turns. And the puzzles, I don't believe I've never gotten soft locked where, oh, you skipped something. And now you have to go all the way back to the beginning of the game, or have to start over to get that done. Oh, you've left something. For the most part, by soft locks, it more me being an idiot. It does have lots of interesting. Why is there noise? I don't understand what I did wrong. Did I not turn all this setting off? You know what? Whatever. I mean, it does start you off right off the bat. The simple puzzle of figuring out there. You're in a world you have no clue, and you just think it's a dream. The controls are very basic, which is always good. See, people always complain about basic, but basic controls are good for a game where you're supposed to be using, like, basic controls here are fine. Because the goal is to figure out the puzzle. If you're trying to figure out all your controls, you ain't gonna figure out the puzzles too well. Trying to pick it up. Trying to remember how to get past. But yeah, it's one of those puzzle games, because puzzle games are almost all story based. Just reading the things, going through the story. And I bring that stories have become much more of a thing in games now. I was expecting more that to be happening. Ah, there we go. But it's just not in the style. People aren't interested in puzzle games as much as they used to be. It used to be that was the thing, was puzzle games. But this shows you the weird and wacky. And like I say, it has the great premise of you playing your character that jumps between two worlds, the future and the fantasy. And I think that's something that games could use. Game creators could, make some fancy little games about. But obviously, it takes them actually putting effort into making the game. You know, simply going, well, we have this great setting, we're just going to make it, doesn't usually do games well. There's lots of talking. I think I remember my, like, one of the videos is literally like an hour of just a cutscene of talking. And see, I don't have much to say because there's not much more they could do with this game. It goes through the beats of the story. There's not much they could fix to make the game more. It tells you basically what you need to do with all your puzzles. So you're not like, oh, how do I get past puzzle A or B? It lets you know how to get past puzzle A and B. Without hand-holding you. Gives you option to talk. That gives you more information if you wish to have more information. Less information if you don't. And as you go through the game, you start learning about the lore. It does a very good job of keeping April kind of out of the loop. Even in her own world, she's kind of out of the loop of how the world works. So when she asks questions, you learn stuff. You know, her asking questions are not idiotic questions. It's not, oh, well, she asks this question, and no one person wouldn't ask that question. No, her asking questions is the, what she would do. She's kind of a small town college kid who doesn't know much about the world, suddenly thrown into a situation where she has to learn as much as possible. You know, the pacing's pretty good in the game. I never felt like, oh, well, this is just dragging on. Which I have felt in other games I've played. It is longer because it is a puzzle game. They tend to be how long can it take you to figure out the puzzle? And good stuff like that. I really don't have much to do. This one doesn't really have much to say because it's just a solid game. I wish more people played it and knew about it. Because it's a solid game. If you like puzzle games, this is a solid puzzle game to play. If you don't like puzzle games, then you probably should be playing puzzle games. Just saying. If you don't like that game genre, you shouldn't be playing it. I always find it interesting when people complain, well, it's a puzzle game, I don't like puzzle games, so it's a table game. But if you don't like it, why are you playing it? It's like people who complain about, I don't like superhero movies. Then why did you go see a superhero movie if you don't like them? There's no point of complaining about something you don't, spending your money on something you don't like. Jesus, I forgot how much talking happens before you get stuff done. But yeah, it gives you all the tools to get what you need to get done. Though it is an older game, it does sometimes crash. It's still a solid game to play. Like I say, if you like puzzle games, this is a solid game to play. If you want to get into puzzle games, this is a solid one to play because it's very forgiving. I mean, you can figure out how to attach things. Oh, nope, sorry. You can figure out how to do things, like, attaching things is not a difficult thing. What the? What? I know it goes here. I've played this game multiple times. Did I not talk to everything I need to talk to? Oh, nope, I walk over here. Boom. What the heck? I know it goes right here. Did I not finish talking to the tree? I might not have finished talking to the tree. That's one of the things with older games is we need water. Yeah. There's no time to convert. We need water. Okay, so I did finish talking to the tree. Oh, did I need to touch that first and then... What the heck? It goes right here. I know it goes right here. Get out of the way. There's the rock. Oh, there's the stream. There it goes. I just missed this spot. I've never missed that spot before. I didn't even know you could miss that spot. Every time I play a game, I learn something new. I didn't even know you could miss that spot. And for $19.99, this isn't too bad. I just can't believe I missed that spot. I didn't know you could. Blah, blah, blah. You okay? There's voice acting and stuff. I just have it turned off because this is not a playthrough of the game. This is a talk of the game. There's really not that much. It does change, as you see. This wasn't there when we were here earlier. Now, as you do stuff in the world, it does change, which it should. That's one of the reasons why I don't think people really wanted a Fallout MMO, because in Fallout, almost all the Fallout games, you change so much of the game that you couldn't change, as we see in like 76. But yeah, there's not much to talk about puzzle games, especially a solid one where you're not confused and lost all the time. Even though I was just confused and lost. But then again, that's what I do. I get confused and lost with the simplest tasks. I also like the design of the creatures. Like, this is a dragon, apparently. I like that it doesn't kind of fit the mold of a normal dragon. And a lot of the other things. I would love to see, like I say, I would love to see more fantasy, you know, science, two-world, your character's kind of the bridge in between storyline. Well, I don't have much more to say. I know this is a shorter one, but if you like and subscribe. If you didn't like and subscribe, and have a wonderful time. Bye-bye.